Successful industrial and forest vegetation management requires managing resources for the long term. Corteva Agriscience leads the industry, developing innovative products such as Garlon RTU, a critical component of a solid integrated vegetation management plan. This video demonstrates how the product works, as well as presenting application tips and techniques. Garlon RTU can be used to control or suppress a variety of woody vegetation, including alder, ash, oak, poplar, willow, and many other species. Garlon RTU is a convenient, ready-to-use herbicide for use in targeted vegetation management forestry and right-of-way applications. Packaged in a jerry box, it allows for easy pouring with no glugging. Garlon RTU is designed specifically to be applied as a basal bark treatment. It works by penetrating the bark, entering the plant's vascular system, and moving to all growing points. The result is full control of the target stem. The basal bark method allows for more selective and lower profile application than a typical foliar approach and provides year-round application flexibility. Because it does not require incisions or injections to the bark of the tree, basal bark applications are more cost-effective and less labor-intensive than other selective stem treatments. Crews using basal bark application can treat 1 to 2 hectares per person per day. For industrial rights-of-way with lower density stands, productivity rates are even higher. To apply Garlon RTU as a basal bark treatment, a high-quality backpack sprayer is recommended. Backpacks with Viton seals are recommended as they are specifically designed to be used with an oil solution. Ensure sprayers are equipped with a positive shutoff system. Narrow, flat fan nozzles are recommended for different basal bark application techniques. 3 different treatment techniques can be used to apply Garlon RTU: streamline, one-sided, and cut-stump. For all 3 techniques, the nozzle should be placed within 1 centimeter or 2 of the target stem to ensure you are getting accurate placement and minimizing waste. With the streamline technique, the applicator applies Garlon RTU in a 5 centimeter band, 30 to 50 centimeters above ground level. A single sweeping side-to-side motion will efficiently provide adequate coverage to the stem circumference. Place the nozzle in a vertical position to minimize overspray. There is no need to treat to the root collar. However, to achieve 100% control, all stems within a clump must be treated. If the stem is less than 8 centimeters in diameter, treat only one side of the stem. Larger stems up to 15 centimeters in diameter must be sprayed on 2 sides. The treatment mixture moves around the stem. It spreads laterally through the bark, effectively treating the entire stem with a single, or at most, 2 spots of application. Use a shorter spray gun to treat 2 sides of the stem without having to step around the tree. To be effective, the 2 treatment spots do not have to be completely opposite. With the one-sided technique, the applicator sprays at least one side of each stem to thoroughly wet the lower 30 centimeters, including the root collar area, but not to the point of runoff. To achieve 100% control, all stems within a clump must be treated. This treatment is very effective on smaller stems and tough-to-control species. As the treatment mixture moves around the stem, it spreads laterally through the bark, effectively treating the entire stem with a single application. Performance of this technique may be affected by moss or moisture near the base of the tree. Ensure that treatment occurs to the root collar. With the cut-stump technique, Garlon RTU can be used to prevent resprouting and to reduce repeat cutting of larger diameter stumps, particularly on species where basal sprouting or root suckering may occur. Apply Garlon RTU to the cut surface of any size stem. Ensure the cambium layer just inside the bark is fully treated. All sides of the stump, including the root collar, must also be thoroughly treated. This treatment can be combined with mechanical or manual brush cutting methods. During basal bark applications, it is essential that the target stem get full coverage to ensure total control. Full coverage is indicated by the stain arising from the mineral oil wrapping fully around the stem. If the stem is saturated from heavy rainfall, postpone the basal treatment until the bark has dried. If wet stems are treated, the herbicide will not penetrate the bark, resulting in failure of the treatment. Although Garlon RTU can be applied anytime, avoid brownout and optimize productivity by scheduling spray during the dormant season. Cooler temperatures, lack of foliage, and the absence of biting insects allow crews to work at peak efficiency, which saves time and money. The results are consistent for all basal bark techniques when done properly. Extensive research demonstrates 90 to 100% control 1 year after a basal bark treatment of Garlon RTU. It is essential that crews be well trained before starting a low-impact vegetation management program. In forest management application programs, crew logistics and area control play a substantial role in treatment efficiency and cost management. Before you handle or apply Garlon RTU, or any product for that matter, read the product label carefully. All applicators should have the necessary personal protective equipment on hand. To reduce the potential for exposure when dispensing Garlon RTU, applicators should wear protective head and footwear, a face shield or goggles, and chemical-resistant gloves when dispensing. A respirator may also be worn, but is not a label requirement. Use Garlon RTU straight from the container. No need to mix or add additional diluents. To reduce the potential of exposure when applying Garlon RTU, applicators should wear protective head covering, chemical-resistant footwear, clean coveralls, and chemical-resistant gloves. Keep herbicide contact to a minimum by making sure crew members don't have to walk through treated vegetation. Every crew should have the necessary emergency response equipment on hand. Emergency response equipment may include product information, label and MSDS, communications, map of spray site, emergency response plan, spill kit, first aid kit, measuring device, soap and fresh water for cleaning, spill containment, and spare personal protective equipment, in addition to other provincially regulated or job site required equipment or information. Garlon RTU containers do not require rinsing. The cardboard can be recycled, and the bag should be recapped and placed in a bag or one of the jerry boxes for pickup. The plastic components are 60% lighter in weight than the equivalent-sized high-density polyethylene bottles. The compact size of the empties save more than 6 times on fuel for shipping the containers back. Spray equipment used for basal bark application should be rinsed with mineral oil, not water. As focus on environmental stewardship and total resource management continues to grow, basal bark treatments are an important way to meet these demands. With Garlon RTU from Corteva Agriscience, vegetation managers have an easy-to-use, highly effective product for basal bark treatments with a low environmental profile and low impact. It delivers broad-spectrum control without needing extensive equipment. Maximize productivity, safety, and efficiency with Garlon RTU.